Hi everybody! How are you all doing out there? Mark here. How's everyone doing? You alright? Yeah? Everyone okay? You at the back? Just no, not you. The other one. Yeah, you. Yeah, you alright? Yeah? Cool. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, how are you all? Everyone good? Yeah? Great. Great. I am completely shattered. Seriously. Excuse the lack of curtain and the excess reflection in the window there. I'm tidying up the flat, and as you probably could notice, there's a serious lack of DVDs and various other crap and paraphernalia missing from up there, and it's like more on the shelf. As you can probably tell. Yeah, I get like this. It's September, so getting close to Christmas, if you believe the shops, and so I like to do a bit of. I don't know if you'd class it as early or late spring cleaning. I don't know which it would be. I I just sort of have to tidy stuff up and everything. And I had this thing where I've managed to get hold of a filing cabinet, and I had this great idea of, I know what, I've got one filing cabinet which is just full of crap, and bits of paper and that it really needs to be sorted out. So I'll get another filing cabinet, and then I can put the ferret's cage on top of the two filing cabinets, and then it'll be perfect. Yeah, we'd have loads of storage space. And unfortunately, one filing cabinet is about 2 inches taller than the first filing cabinet, so it's like that, sort of like that, but give or take 2 inches. So I've not only have I been tidying up the flat, but I've also been sawing wood as well, and that's not a euphemism, unfortunately. I have been sawing wood uh, to basically to make up the 2 inch difference between filing cabinets, so that Kirby the ferret can sleep and eat and drink and do whatever else he wants to do in his cage without it sort of like looking like that, and everything looking like it's like something off the Star Trek Enterprise in the '60s when they got hit by a laser or something. Um, yes. Other than that, not much really. Doctor Who tonight. Did you see Doctor Who tonight? Oh, wasn't that fantastic? My screen just started going in slow motion for some reason. Yeah. Oh, absolutely
Kirby
brilliant.
the ferret
Oh,
can
hang on a second.
sleep and eat and drink and do whatever else he wants to do in his cage without it sort of like looking like that.
Whoa, that's weird. Google's just completely blown my mind. And again, not in a good way. Um, sorry, it's completely thrown me. Google has got this new thing where you could actually applaud and vote whilst the video's going on. I don't know if it works on YouTube or it's just on Google Plus. And it came up with this thing. It's weird, but it started up the video. So that's what that. If you heard it, that's what that sound was a minute ago. Yes. Anyway, yes, Doctor Who. Wow. Oh wow, that was a brilliant episode. Amazing. Written by Stephen Moffat, the guy who gave us the Empty Child two-parter with Christopher Eccleston, and also the Weeping Angels, and loads and loads of other stuff. I know a lot of people rag on him and complain about his writing style, but when he does a good episode, he does a bloody good episode. Really good. And not to spoilers, okay, just I don't want to do spoilers. We find out that underneath everybody's bed is a Clara Oswald. Yes. Oh, doesn't bother me. Okay, end spoilers. Yes, but no, Peter Capaldi is doing a fantastic job as the Doctor. As much as I am enjoying the series, I can't wait to see what the two-parter end story is going to be like, and see what the Christmas episode is going to be like as well. That's going to be really good from what I understand. Right. Anything else? Have I got to catch you guys up with anything else? I saw some previews and some bits and pieces on the new Gotham series that's coming out soon. I suppose I suppose I can say this. I was one of those naughty people, if you will, who once I was told that there was a leak of the pilot episode for Constantine and The Flash, I actually went out and looked for it. And I didn't download them, but there were streaming sites, and my computer's going all over the place. There were streaming sites and that, and so I had a look at it, and I've got to say, The Flash looks really good, and I told you my computer's going over, and Constantine looks really good as well. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, you can't see me because everything has gone a bit weird. Yes, Google Chrome decided it was going to crash because Google Chrome is so bloody great. Hang on, let me just let me get this sorted out. How's that? How's that? Am I looking all right? Is it okay? I tell you, modern technology is a wonderful thing when it works. Unfortunately, if you're using Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or anything like that, it's not working. It doesn't work. I apologise. I hope I'm now back and you can see me. Hello. If you can, just say yes, I can see you. Yeah, and I'll read in the comment section in a minute. Yes, what was I talking about? It might have been because I sort of like pulled that face when I was speaking about Gotham. Like I said, I was one of those naughty people that went to look to see where I could find the Flash pilot and Constantine pilot, and they looked fairly good. You know, I think it's their TV series that I would like to be watching, you know, on a regular basis. I saw there was like a half-hour preview thing that's been floating around the internet of Gotham. No, sorry, I won't be watching that. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just a bit. So, but yeah. Other than that, everything's fine. Let's have a look on the comments. Let's have a look on the comments, shall we? Whilst I'm refreshing the comments, I would like to say that yes, there is this new weird thing where Google Chrome or with Google Hangouts where there's like an applause thing where you press a button and it gives applause, or it's like reviews the video. I'm not quite sure how it works. It just came up on my screen and it was all weird. So I'm not quite sure how it works, but if you see it on your screen, if you're watching this on Google Plus or YouTube and it's on there, feel free to use it. No idea. Right, who have we got today? Venga Boys are back in town. Hi, how you doing? Hi, Mark. Hi. How you doing? I'm fantastic, thanks. How's yourself? I've recently been reading some classic 2000 AD in the form of the first two ABC Warrior books. Nice. I was curious to know what your thoughts are on ABC Warriors as a series. It also got me wondering what your favourite strips are from 2000 AD over the years. ABC Warriors, brilliant. They started out, I suppose you could say, in the issues or the comic Star-Lord, which ended up merging. I think it was after 22 issues. It ended up merging with 2000 AD, and then they got intertwined with the Nemesis the Warlock series, and got turned into ABC Warriors. It was Hammerstein and Rojaw that was in the Roadbusters series in Star-Lord, and then they went into the ABC Warriors, so it's all connected and such. And yes, ABC Warriors have just a brilliant series of comic strips in that from 2000 AD. Also, I like Nemesis the Warlock, which also ties in the ABC Warriors. Strontium Dog, which is just a brilliant series that started in Star-Lord as well. Let me think. Obviously, Judge Dredd. What else is there? Zenith. Oh, that is a brilliant Grant Morrison. One of Grant Morrison's best comic strips he has ever written is Zenith. They are actually Rebellion are actually publishing new hardback reprints of the phase 1 to 5, I think it is, or 4. I can't remember how many phases there was, which is volume 1 to 4 really. And if you can get your hands on them, seriously, it is one of the best comic strips that came out of 2000 AD, Zenith. Honestly, I promise you. Other than that, Halo Jones was another really good one. Oh wow. There's one that's coming out recently. That's come out recently called Zombie, but it's spelt strange. I can't remember how it's spelt, but it's spelt strangely. That was pretty good. Weird, but really good. That's one of the more recent ones that they've had in the comic strip, in the 2000 AD comics. What else is there? Hooligan's Haircut, which was a little one-page comic strip that they had in 2000 AD in the sort of like the mid to late 90s, I think it was. It might be mid 90s actually, and that was pretty good. It was written by Peter Milligan, so that was pretty good, and it was also drawn by the guy that did the animation artwork for the Gorillas, whose name I completely forgotten off the top of my head. So yeah, really good. And Lethal Chicken, evening Mark, hope all is well. Yeah, it was until Google Chrome decided to crash. Yeah. But now hopefully we're back in the room. So yay. I'll just refresh this. See if there's any more. No more comments as of yet. Right. Let's get back to stuff. Has it gone darker, or is it me? Or have I gone darker? No, a second. I did have it relatively okay until Google Chrome decided to crash. What I'm going to start off with. Let's start off with some gifts. If you don't know already beforehand, I am a member of a group on Facebook called the YCC. It's the Your Comic Book Community. They're actually, excuse me, they're actually known as the YouTube Comic Book Community because that's what they used to be called. But then they changed the names, like brand name changing to Your Comic Book Community because it was more, there wasn't so much as YouTube. It was encompassing the whole comic book nerdy wonderfulness that is. So they changed the name to Your Comic Book Community, but it's still known as YouTube Comic Book Community. Yeah, you get the idea. And nothing warms my heart more than seeing people just giving things to people. No more so than when people give things to me. So, but no, seriously, it's really nice. I think what they call random act of kindness is kindness. Yeah. So over the last couple of weeks, I've actually received 2 gifts, and I apologise profusely because I'm terrible with names. I'm not quite sure if I should say your full names, but they are members of the YCC on Facebook, and they do videos on YouTube as well. So guys, if you're watching, if you want to put a link down to your YouTube pages, if you've got one, feel free to do so on here. First up, I've got a gift from Matt from the YCC, and he has been buying up, from what I can tell, every single Valiant comic from the new Valiant Entertainment that started a couple of years ago, and it's great. I think the more people that read Valiant comics, hopefully, they will get higher up in these charts that Diamond seem to think is really important. And he had a copy of X-O Man-of-War number 14 spare. Now I've already got X-O Man-of-War number 14, but this is the 8-bit variant cover for X-O Man-of-War number 14, and this is it. This is what he sent me. He already had a copy of this, so out of the kindness of his heart, he sent me this one because he noticed that on a previous video I didn't have this cover, and that's just awesome, absolutely amazing. You know, like I said, it's just one of those. It's just amazing that people would be willing to just say, "Ah, you go, have it," you know, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for that, Matt. And let's stick on there. And also, from the YCC, Darren has sent me an awesome gift as well. He put up a picture a few weeks ago of anybody that's not in the UK. I don't know if they do this in any other country, but the supermarkets here have things called bags for life, which are like fabric-y, like woven fabric, plasticky bags that you constantly use, and then what you're supposed to do is when they get damaged, you take them back, and then they give you another one. That's why they call it bag for life. You pay for it originally, and then and then you sort of just keep on getting bags whenever it gets damaged. So he put up a picture of the Captain America Winter Soldier bag for life that was available for Tesco. And I just sort of went, oh wow, that's cool. I'll have a quick look in my Tesco and see what if they've got any there, sort of thing. I'll pick one up. And of course they didn't, because this is the Tesco near me, and they're just rubbish. They didn't have anything apart from their usual boring Tesco bags of life. So again, out of the kindness of his heart, Darren picked one up for me, and he sent it to me, and here it is. How awesome is that? Captain America Winter Soldier bag for life. So you've got that on the side, and then you've got that on that side. Absolutely brilliant. Again, thank you guys so much for this. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Seriously, every day on the YCC and on YouTube and that, it's like Christmas. I'm really happy with it. Seriously, I'm really happy with these. I just wish I had somewhere to like show this sort of thing and stick it. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to damage it. So once I get space to put it up, I will actually put it up somewhere. Might sound strange to some people, but honestly, it's not the fact. I'm going to put it up. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put it up on the back here. There you go. Oh, is it? There you go. Put that like that. There you go. How's that? Right. Quick look on comments. Lethal Chicken, in your opinion, which is better value, Marvel's Mightiest Hero Collection or the Marvel Graphic Novel Collection? Oh, that's a toughie. That is quite a tough one, actually. I would probably say which ones did we do? I would probably say it'd be the Marvel Graphic Novel Collection, because you get a complete story in one sort of like volume, With the Mighty World or Marvel's Mightiest Heroes one, which is the red one, you still get a story, but it's you sort of like get the first issue that the character appeared in, or the group appeared in, or sometimes you don't even get that. You get like a 4-issue miniseries that they starred in, so to speak. But with the black one, I think it's called the Ultimate Marvel Graphic Novel Collection, you actually get complete stories. Like you got the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, first 6 issues in one volume, and then the next 6 issues in another volume. So, and that's like in there's like encompassing stories in each book, rather than it seems like random stories that you get from the red book, the Marvel's Mightiest Heroes. Still okay, you know, I'm still collecting that, but I think that the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection from Marvel, which is the black book, is possibly better value than the red one. There you go. That makes any sense. So let's have a look. Do we have here anything else? Nope, not yet. Right. Let's get to some more stuff. Shall we show you that? If you remember my last haul video, I was showing off some, what would they call them? I think they're called mobile phone danglies, I think they call it, which I've been collecting from the local Odeon cinema here. I started getting them when I went to see the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I ended up picking up about 11 over the course of a few weeks, getting 11 of these little dinky things. And so this is one of the ones that I missed last time because I actually misplaced it, and then whilst tidying up I found it. So this is the John Stewart one. I won't really take them out of the plastic bag, but there you go. There's the John Stewart one. You can see that there. If anybody's really that interested in it, I might do a recorded video to show all of them. I'll see how it goes. So I've actually sort of packed most of them away to go into my vault. And I went to eBay to pick up the last 4. So the last 4 that I needed to pick up was Superman. There you go. Luckily enough, in his classic, not New 52 costume. There you go. The one and only costume that Superman should ever be in. And then we have, not in balls, unfortunately, but still there, we've got the Flash, the not New 52 Flash, the Riddler, yep. And finally, if you can see that through the plastic bag, Hawkman. There you go. So that's now a complete collection that I've got of those. So I shall be packing them off, sticking them in my vault until I get someplace that's a lot bigger than this, so I can actually put them out to look all nice and pretty on my shelves and such. And last week I went down to visit my butter one, Adam, and just to go down there to say hello, and we watched Doctor Who and ate kebabs. Oh, kebabs, I'm hungry now. And Kinder Eggs are doing something similar than they did beforehand with those little like Marvel big-headed things that you put together and twisted, and it was like a game sort of thing. But they're doing this with Transformers, and I've got to say, they're crap. this is basically it. I think there's 8 to collect, 7 or 8 to collect. That's what you could win. Okay. And this is what you get. You got to build it yourself. This one is was it coming 1, 2, 3, 4? This one came in 5 pieces. You've got a big cog on the back, and then you just stick the bits and pieces on the cog. That's called Arch, ARCEE, Archie, RC. I don't know how you pronounce that. And then the other ones I got was Bumblebee, which go Jay Leno in that, and it looks. I suppose that's not too bad. And then you have this one, which I'm believing is the sort of similar to the movie version of Megatron. Yeah. So there you go. I can't remember what Adam got. I think he got a Bumblebee. I can't remember what the other ones was he got. So there you go. So that's all little bits of tat. I got. What else have I got? Oh yes, I picked this up as well. Last Monday. I was just going to get the DVD, and then they had this in Asda, and it had a free gift with it. So I was like, it's the same price as the DVD by itself. So Amazing Spider-Man #2. Well, Amazing Spider-Man 2, whichever one was it. There you go. And the free gift is a mask. What do you think so far, Spidey? Yeah, it doesn't fit. I'll just say. Here we go. Ready? This is why I'd never be a superhero. That's as far as it goes down. Yes, I know it's supposed to be for kids. For anybody who's just watching, hello. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit adults. I know it's not meant to fit adults. Okay, I know. But it would have been nice if it did. But there you go. And there's the DVD. One disc with a few extra bits and pieces on it. That's what you got from Asda. I think Sainsbury's had a free key ring, Amazing Spider-Man key ring that was a bit meh. So yeah, so that's another thing I picked up. Should we go to comments? Let's go to comments. Let's see what we've got on comments. Anybody commenting anything else? Aha! Here we go. Ow. Venga Boys are back in town. I'm very good, thanks, Mark. Zenith is something that I've got an eye on. I've got my eye on purchasing when it comes out. I've also been very slowly making my way through the Dread case files and have the first case file versions of Strontium Dog and Rogue Trooper to read, as well as trays of Indigo Prime and Button Man. Do you happen to remember a strip called Luke Kirby? I recall that being my favourite and no one else's back in the day. Yes, Luke Kirby. It was sort of similar to the Books of Magic, wasn't it? Where you had this boy who found out he was a really powerful mage or magician or wizard or however you want to call it, and he was, if I remember correctly, he was being. There was the dark forces that was trying to get him to go to their side, and then the light forces were trying to get him to go to their side, sort of thing. And he was like piggy in the middle, sort of thing. Is that right? I do remember Luke Kirby. I do remember it being on that. It was like Harry Potter before Harry Potter, because I do remember when I first read Harry Potter, I was like, this is quite like that that story I remember reading in 2000 AD, a few years ago. So yes, I do remember Luke Kirby. It was a pretty good series, actually. Yeah, and you saying Rogue Trooper as well. I forgot to mention Rogue Trooper in the list of 2000 AD stuff that's really good. Indigo Prime, yep, excellent. Button Man, oh man, I remember that. What was the other one? Mean Arena, where you saw it had these people that were there was like almost like gladiators in. It's like they had to fight to sort of stay alive, and then they escaped. And it was a really weird one, but really good. It was done by the artwork was done by the same guy that did. Oh, what was it called? The Rot. There was also a 2000 AD series. I'm sure that's what it was. That was a really weird one about death and dying, and then this character had to die to go to the other realm because there was a disease that was. What was it? There was a disease that was killing people in the real world because everyone was immortal and nobody died. So this person had to be the first person in millennia to die, to go to the other realm to stop this disease from killing people or seriously mutating people in the living world. It was really weird, but it was really good as well. Yeah, put down if you remember what it is. Andy Ash, hi Mark, glad I managed to catch a live video for a change. Just wondering if you had any plans to do any more comic book stew type videos in the future. There's always a chance of me doing that. There's always a chance of me doing that. At the moment, with the real world unfortunately being a pain in the backside, I don't have as much time as I used to be able to get hold of a box of my comics and just record and show you guys what I've got in my collection. But hopefully, if the real world stops being a pain in the backside and lets me get on with the fun stuff, I will be doing some more comic book stew videos later, in the future. Possibly, I don't want to say anything just in case it doesn't happen, but maybe later this year, close to the end of this year, early next year. I know it's September and it might sound a long way away, but just think how January this year felt, and now we're in September. So, and we've got Stacey Gallagher. Good to see you. Doctor Who was great tonight. Loving the series. The comics and magazines have been good too. I love Doctor Who and superheroes, but lately Doctor Who is edging it. That's what I like to hear. I'm glad to see you join us as well, man. Yeah, Doctor Who is just absolutely brilliant. If you're a member of the YCC on Facebook, you would have seen me put up a picture of the 12th Doctor as he appears in the comic book strip in the Doctor Who magazine. It was great. It was a great entrance for the Doctor, for the 12th Doctor in the magazine. There we go, and we're back. Here we go. Right. Should we do my magazines and piece collections that I get from the little shop in the village that I used to live in? Yeah? Let's start off with that house again. Here we go. Start off with these. 2000 AD, seeing we've been talking about that. It's getting very, very close to issue 1900. Only another 2 weeks to go before we get to that auspicious number. But until then, we have got issue 1896. There. 1897. And if you can't read that, it says, "Bow down, Mega City 1. before the Lords. It does. That's what it says. There you go. There you go. There's that one there. And so I'm going to cover that up now. And issue 1898. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. 2018 there. And there's no there's no Doctor Who figurine collection of the regular issues because they didn't have it in the shop when I went in there. Hopefully, what is it, Saturday there? Hopefully it should be in today, so it means next time I go in I'll pick it up because it's Morbius from the Tom Baker story Brain of Morbius, which looks really good. I can't wait to see what that figurine looks like actually in person. But we've got, again, as we've been talking about it in this video, Marvel's Mightiest Heroes collection, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. And this one reprints or collects Thor Annual number 6 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 issues 1 to 6. There they are there. Okay, and this is what I mean about this one as opposed to the black covered one, which is the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection. With the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection, you'll get a complete story in that. So, like I said, you'll get World War Hulk or Marvel Superhero Secret Wars or Spider-Man Blue, which I think was a story in there. With this, you'll get that, which is Thor Annual number 2, which isn't even the first appearance of the Guardian of the Galaxy. It's like their like 4th or 5th appearance, I think. And then you've got the first 6 issues of the 2nd volume of Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think ended up tying into the Annihilation event that happened a few years ago. So, but it's still good. It's still an interesting read. There you go. Right. So, I'll put it up. Yeah, I'll put it up there for now. Stay. Right. Like I said, there's no Doctor Who figurine collection of the regular series because it wasn't there in the shop. But this came out, and as with all these figurine collections, they do special issues, which are probably about twice to sort of 3 times as much as the regular issues. This one was $16.99, but it looks really nice. It really does look nice. The previous ones was the Slitheen and the TARDIS. This is the Cyber King from the David Tennant Christmas special, The Next Doctor. If you remember that, right at the end of the episode, there's this great big robot coming out of Victorian London, the Thames in Victorian London, blowing up things in that. Yeah, there you go. So there's that. And then it's big. I'll grant you that. It is really big. This is what you get. Let's take it out. Now, I think I was lucky because when I picked this up, I don't actually have these on order. I have the normal issues, but I don't have these on order because they can be quite expensive. So I picked this up in WH Smith's, which is like a newsagent's sort of shop in the UK, and that bit, the gun, the cannon on one of them, which the first one I picked up, and I was wandering around WH Smith's, where it actually had the cannon arm broken off. So I was like, oh, I ain't having that. So I picked up this one instead. So that's what you get for $16.99. Is it $16.99? Yeah, $16.99. That's not too bad. Oh, stick that there. Yeah, it's alright. Right. Oh, that's just the bag it came in. That's not that interesting. Right. There's a new piece collection in town, done by Hachette, and in conjunction with Rebellion. um, it's in the same vein as the Marvel Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection and the Marvel's Mightiest Heroes collection, as in it's a hardback collection of comic strips, and this one focuses on Judge Dredd. There we go. It is the Judge Dredd, the Mega Collection. This is issue 1, which is actually side number 1 as well, which is pretty good. So there you go. That's what it is. This one collects the story America, which appeared in Judge Dredd the Magazine volume. Was it volume 1? I'm sure it's Judge Dredd the Magazine. Yeah, it was Judge Dredd the Magazine, Volume 1, numbers 1 to 7. Plus, as well as that, it also collects other stories in here which tie into the main America storyline in this. So it's quite a thick book. It's not too bad. This is $2.99. Then issue 2, $6.99, and then every issue after that is, as always, $9.99. I really don't think I can afford to pick this up as well. If Hachette want to send me this as a gift for free because I buy so many of their stuff, then I will quite happily take it off their hands. But, and this is no reflection on the actual item itself, because it looks like it's really, really well put together. It's in exactly the same way as the, I think that's a little bit bigger. It is. It is. It's a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller than the Marvel books, but it's a little bit wider, if you can see that. If I can get it in a way that you can see that. Let's see. It's a little bit wider, but a little bit smaller. Obviously, to incorporate the weird size that Judge Dredd magazines used to be when they first come out. And I'm imagining they're all going to be like this size in any case, so they all look quite nice and uniform. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's a really nice book, hardback. You know, you've got the usual side bit here, which let's have a look, see if I've got a picture of it here somewhere. There's a picture. Here we go, on the cardboard bit that you come to that. There you go. So that's what the picture is going to look like on your bookshelf when you get it. The first part of this is 60 issues. And in all seriousness, if I could afford to get this, I would do. But with the Marvel figurine, with the Doctor Who figurine collection that I get, plus the Marvel Mightiest Heroes and the Ultimate Collection, I really cannot afford to pick this up as well. I might pick up issue 2 and maybe issue 3 if I've got a spare tenner on me when it comes out. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to be picking up any more of those anytime soon until one of the other book collections gets completed. But yeah, the next issue is Mechanismo, which was the story that brought out the robot judges and all the fun that happened with those. Oh, yes. There's a pretty awesome poster that comes with that. There you go. There's that. And then other issues are the Apocalypse War, and as well as that, Judge Dredd Origins, which I've heard a rumour, if they make another Dredd movie, the Origins storyline from the Judge Dredd comics and 2000 AD could actually be a big influence on the second Dredd movie if they make it. So there you go. So that might be worth picking up. Oh, sorry, dusty nose. More comments? Excuse me, I've been tidying up and that it's a bit dustier and it's really agitating my nose. So if I keep on touching my nose and wiping it, that's why. I apologise beforehand. Okay, we're back. So there's no new comments. Before I get to the main stack of comics that I've managed to pick up, which is this lot here. Two bits of luck, shall we say, happened to me the last couple of weeks. One was an eBay win, and the other was completely out of the blue. Didn't even know it was going on until somebody that I work with turned around to me and said, on Facebook there's these places called FaceBay, which is a bit like eBay where people put up pictures and stuff of stuff that they're selling, but all the money basically goes to them rather than eBay taking a cut and PayPal taking a cut and blah blah blah. So it's like FaceBay. I don't know if it's anywhere else in the UK or around the world where there's a Facebook, but somebody that I work with turned around to me and said, "Oh, have you seen this on FaceBay?" And I hadn't. And then when I did, I was like, "Ooh, I've got to get that." But I'll show you that in a sec. First up, my eBay win, and I used to have this, but it got sold and went away with the mass cull that I had in 1994-95 sort of time. It's the Batman and Spider-Man DC and Marvel crossover one-shot, written by J.M. DeMatteis, with artwork by Graham Nolan and Carl Kessel. There you go. I used to have it, and I'm slowly getting these intercompany crossovers back that I used to have. I used to have a complete set of the Amalgam comics that Marvel and DC produced. They produced 2 volumes of. I nearly got a complete set of them back again, but yeah. So there you go. I think there's the Spider-Man Batman one, which I still need to get my hands on, and I think there's the 2 Spawn Batmans that I need to get hold of as well. So, but yeah, great stuff. And this is my FaceBay win or purchase, shall I say, that I got completely out of the blue. Didn't even realise it was on Facebook, on FaceBay, until, like I said, somebody that I work with said, "Oh, have you seen this?" This is all 11 issues of the 2nd volume of Man-Thing. I won't say how much I spent on it because it wasn't that much actually. And I do remember reading. He had this set up. This is number 1. This is the UK variant cover. It's got 12p on there, so it's not the American variant cover. It's the UK variant cover. I saw that when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, I want that!" And then somebody on the FaceBay put up on there and said, "Oh, dude, you're selling those short. They're worth a heck of a lot more money than that." I was like, "Go away, go away." He was selling things like Conan the Barbarian, which I think was the Dark Horse issues, and he was selling Joker's Daughter, the 3D cover. I think he wants like about 10 quid for that. And he was selling the first 4 issues of the John Byrne She-Hulk series. He wanted 8 quid for those. But I think I got a bargain with these. So yeah, so that's that one. Issue 2. Yep. Number 3. And as well as that, this one here, this one, issue 2 here, I think is the regular issue. Issue 3 is the regular issue, but I do actually have some newsstand issues in this lot here. That's number 4 with Doctor Strange. So yeah, really happy with this. There's a couple of these comics that I think I've already got in my collection, but I've only got bits and pieces of this volume. So I'll probably see what the issues are. If they're the same, I'll probably put them in my pile of comics that my doubles. If they're not the same, if like I've got this one here, I'm sure I've got this one. This is the regular issue because you've got Spider-Man. This is the direct issue, which was sold in comic shops in America. If I've got like the British reprint or the British variant cover of this, I'll probably keep it. If I've got the newsstand cover, which I will show you a version of that. The difference between there's 3 covers basically you can get. There's the British variant, pence variant cover, which is this one. This is number 5. So there you go. You've got the British pence there. Right. You've got the American direct sale edition, which is this one here. This is number 7, and you can tell it's the direct version because it's got Spider-Man in there. And oh, that was left there. Oh, as well as that, you've also got a diamond up here on this bit. So that was the direct one. That was sold in comic shops, if I remember rightly. And then you've got this one, which is the newsstand. And these ones were, as the name suggests, sold on newsstands and in newsagents around the world, mainly in America and Canada, I think. And because of that, they had barcodes on them where Spider-Man's face would normally be, and as well as up here where the price and the issue number is, it's a square box rather than a diamond. So there you go. So that's number 8. And you've got number 9. Awesome covers these are. And these are all in pretty good condition as well from what I've seen. Number 10. And the final issue, number 11. And yeah, brilliant stuff. So that's volume 2 of Man-Thing, complete in one fell swoop. Ka-ching. Let's have a look at the comments before we get to the main event. Any more comments? Right, not yet. Or if there is, YouTube ain't showing me. Let's refresh that again. Oh, no new comments, that's fine. And we're back. Right. These comics here. I've actually got them in order. We'll do the big 2 first, so DC and Marvel first, and then we'll go to the independents in company order, alphabetically, and then comic book order alphabetically. Right, first up, DC Comics. I know I'm not the biggest advocate for the New 52, and these 2 comics. First up, The Flash, number 34. Not the selfie variant cover because I thought they were bloody stupid. It's number 34, the normal cover, and I basically buy this purely so that I keep my Flash collection up to date. I don't read it. I read the first couple of issues of this, and I might sort of like pick up a copy if I might sort of like pick up one of the issues that I buy and flick through it if I've got nothing else to read. But as a rule, I don't read New 52 Flash because it's rubbish. There you go. Like I say, I just buy this purely to keep my Flash collection up because I've got nearly a complete set of the Barry Allen Silver Age Flash from 104 to 350. Unfortunately, I haven't got issue 104, and there's a fair bit that I need to get between 104 and 350. But the lion's share of it is sort of picked up. I've got a complete set of Wally West Flash, the second volume of it, of the Flash, from number 1 to number 200 and, I wouldn't like to say 223, I think it was, or something like that. They cancelled that. Yeah, I'm a big Flash fan. I've got near enough all the Wally West comics from the Flash in my collection. This is just dross, basically. I didn't think that the previous I hate to use the word creative because I didn't think the last team that was butchering the Flash could be made to look good, but these guys actually do make him look good. This is terrible. Yeah, and then I got Star Spangled War Stories issue 2, featuring G.I. Zombie, which it's sort of readable, but it's also so if you see what I mean. I might pick up issue 3. I don't know. I get this for like £2, so it doesn't sort of like break the bank with this. And I admit I only picked this up because I had like £2 spare. So but other than that, not the best comic in the world. Marvel, on the other hand, there's a lot of that there. First up. It's Marvel's 75th anniversary, if you didn't know already, and to celebrate that, they have actually given, via comic shops for free, a fairly chunky magazine, and this is the regular cover. There's an Alex Ross cover, which I believe is obviously done by Alex Ross, but it's also embossed and it's cardstock. And I think that almost like about £9 or $10 or like $15 or that. But this is the free version, which might sound a bit strange, but I paid 99p for because I bought it from a Place and Space on eBay, just so I knew that I'd actually get it. I don't know if this will be waiting for me in my standing order in Forbidden Planet. If it is, great, I've got 2 copies of it. If it's not, doesn't matter because I've got it here. So there's that, and it's just a magazine that goes through decade by decade Marvel comics and the comics that they've produced, and there's lots of adverts in here, like for Comixology, and it seems like every other page is an advert actually. But for a free comic, I mean, that's pretty cool. Lego celebrating. Congratulations, Marvel. Thanks for 75 years of fantastic characters and amazing storytelling that have inspired audiences around the world. Lego. I mean, it is a magazine. I mean, if I remember right, when I used to read magazines like USA Maxim and USA FHM and what was the other one I used to read? Other magazines, like when you flick through the American version of Playboy and that, you basically, there's an article, 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 there's an advert, there's an advert, there's an advert, there's an advert, there's an advert. Oh, there's another article. This is sort of similar to it, but for something that's free and celebrating Marvel's 75th anniversary, it's pretty good. I can live with that. Um, right. In comparison to what I've picked up from DC, this is Marvel. First up, we have got, now these comics turned up after, if I remember right, after my last live haul video, which was the comics I picked up from Forbidden Planet. So I don't think I've shown you all these comics. I don't think I have. There might be a few that slipped through that I didn't think I showed you that I actually did. So bear with me. So first up we have the Amazing Spider-Man, part of the Point issues that they're producing at the moment, which is like a 5-issue mini-series that they're producing. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man 1.4 Learning to Crawl. The last issue of this comes out this month. Really cool. And then you've got part of Original Sin, Amazing Spider-Man number 5. And one of the comics that turned up this morning that I haven't had a chance to read because I've been too busy trying to sort out the flat. Oh, excuse me. Amazing Spider-Man number 6. Now, this next comic, I don't actually get this series as an ongoing thing, but I just loved this variant cover. And I know I sort of like bang on about variant covers and saying, you know, DC and Marvel, they're basically causing a fake, you know, comic boom when it comes to comics because they're producing 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50 comics and variant comics and that. But I like this one, so screw you. I don't care if I'm a hypocrite or not. It's Captain Marvel number 5, and it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Rocket Raccoon variant cover, which is just awesome. I think it's Rocket Raccoon, but if you look closer, it's made up of guns and such and bombs and all that sort of stuff. All the great stuff that, you know, you're not allowed to play with. So yeah, really cool. Ooh, so yeah, plus as well as that, I paid cover price for it, so that's alright. Another comic that I wouldn't have picked up unless it normally, but because it was a Scotty Young cover, The Dark Tower, the drawing of the 3, number 1 of 5. Wouldn't have picked that up unless it was a Scotty Young cover. Probably won't pick up the rest of them either. Another Scotty Young cover, Death of Wolverine, number 1. Again, wouldn't have picked this up if it wasn't a Scotty Young cover, so they're obviously working. This is a series that I cannot wait to start properly. This is the 5-issue mini-series that precedes the main event on this. This is Edge of Spider-Verse number 1, which stars Spider-Man Noir. So, looking forward to reading that. Tying into the Original Sins series as well. I know this is a bit of an old one, but Fantastic Four number 8. Really good series. James Robinson's just knocking it out of the. He's just, it's amazing. This is James Robinson at his best, and not an Original Sin tie-in, but Fantastic Four number 9. Hawkeye number 20. A great series. This is absolutely brilliant. Loving this series. Iron Fist, the Living Weapon, number 6. Number 6? Yes, it is number 6. Yeah. Really good series, that. And I really enjoyed Warren Ellis's. I really enjoyed Warren Ellis's run on this series. Excuse me. Brian Wood. For a first issue, this isn't too bad, actually, considering that I thought Warren Ellis's run on this was really good. Moon Knight number 7. Really good. and an Original Sin tie-in, because it's actually Original Sin. This is Original Sin number 8. And the only reason why I've got this cover, I haven't got any of the other covers like this, so I have no idea what the interlocking thing is about this one. The only reason why I picked up this cover was because it was a lot cheaper on eBay than the other covers that was coming out for this, even the normal cover. I don't know why. It was Comic Biz stores that I got this from, and they were selling it for £2.23. I don't know if they put it up the wrong price or whether they thought, that's right, we'll put it up. Every other issue of this I saw was like £3.20. I was like, okay, I'll have that one. So there you go. Rocket Raccoon number 3. Regardless of whether this was a Scott Young cover or not, I would have still picked it up. And it just so happens to be a Scott Young cover. So yeah. And I'm still enjoying this series, but I just wish they would change the artist. It's She-Hulk number 8. Please change the artist. Really enjoying this series. Silver Surfer number 5. Dan Slott and Mike Allred doing great stuff with this. And finally from Marvel, Spider-Man 2099 number 3. Great cover there. Really loving, really enjoying this series as well. Absolutely brilliant series. Peter David, great stuff. Right. Oh. Let's have a look. See if we've got any more comments. The Mac Phantom, thumbs up. Thank you, man. Absolutely brilliant. Glad you could join us. And so far, that's it. I have no idea if anybody's using this new thing that Google Hangout has got going with it, where it's like applause now. I have no idea because I don't know anything about it. So if you are watching this with Google Hangout or Google Plus and you're applauding or thumbing up or whatever, thank you. Other than that, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. It's a new thing that I found out when I first started up on this today. So and that's it for comments so far. And we're back. Right, on to the independents. Yeah, that looks like a good little bunch for this section. Right. I haven't had a chance to read this issue again because of trying to sort out the flat and tidy it up today. And it turned up this morning, and I might actually read this. I know it's about 11:30 at night here in the UK at the moment. I might actually read this when I finish with this video because this has been a fantastic series. It's the penultimate issue for Garth Ennis and Avatar, Caliban number 6. As much as I can't wait for issue 7 to come out because I want to know what happens, I don't want this series to end because it is just fantastic. Really great series. This is the Terror cover. You can see that. There you go. Yeah. I've actually got 3 comics from Boom, but one of them is the 2nd and 3rd issue of a 4-issue miniseries. Excuse me. Dusty. First up, issue 2, Black Market. First issue was okay. This one was really good, and issue 3, looking forward to reading this. So far, it's been a really good miniseries. Yeah, basically illegal superpowers You know, what would you do if you could just inject yourself to get superpowers? Some people might think that happens when you inject yourself with certain things, but you don't. So, and this, I've said this the last 4 issues. If this is a happy mistake, okay, this is one of those ones where if it was a child, you'd probably say you're a mistake, but you're a happy one. It's The Woods, number 5, and this has just been great. I've loved this series. I don't mind repeating myself. I thought there was the Warren Ellis series from Image called Trees, and then there was this called The Woods. And when I bought issue 1 of this, I couldn't remember whether the Warren Ellis comic was called Trees or whether it was called Woods. I knew it had some sort of like woody, foresty sort of connotation in the title, but I couldn't remember which one it was. So I first picked this up, not knowing who the writer or artist was in that, and I was like, hang on a second, that's not Warren Ellis. But it was a happy mistake because this has just been great, absolutely brilliant, awesome stuff. How can I describe it? It's like, if you like Morning Glories, I suppose it's a bit like Morning Glories in space, sort of tentatively sort of thing. Yeah, still really good. Lots of comics from Dark Horse. Bloody hell. Lots of comics from Dark Horse. We have got, first up, Captain Midnight, number 13. This has been a great series. Absolutely brilliant. Part of the Project Black Sky that's going through X, Ghost, Captain Midnight, and there's another one as well called Black Op or Blackout, I think. And there's number 14. Really enjoying that. Not a series that I ever thought I would ever see, but it's been really fun. It's the Sergio Aragonés Gru versus Conan, issue 2. 4-issue miniseries, completely way off the charts, really, really wacky but fun, and that's what comics should be, fun. The first issue of the 4-issue miniseries, Pop, which is sort of like, how would it be in a world where the music industry, the people in the music industry like Britney Spears and Justin Bieber and Katy Perry and that, they weren't actually born, they were created, like cloned to be pop stars and that. It's pretty good actually. That's pretty good. And finally from Dark Horse, they're really pushing their Aliens and Predator licensing that they've still got their hands on since they've lost Star Wars, unfortunately, to Disney and Marvel. So they've got 4-issue miniseries. You've got Aliens, Fire and Stone. They all come under the Fire and Stone banner. You've got Aliens, Predator, Aliens versus Predator, and Prometheus. This is cover B from Prometheus, Fire and Stone, number 1. I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but really looking forward to it. Okay, quite a few comics from Dynamite as well. We have got. I know there's a lot. There's a few people out there that isn't too keen for some unknown reason of Joseph Michael Linsner's artwork. I don't know why, because I really like it. It's sort of like cheesecake artwork, if you will. You know, that sort of like the sort of stuff you'd see from the 50s. That's what it reminds me of, anyway. And this is the first issue of the Joseph Michael Linsner's written and illustrated Dawn and Vampirella, number 1. So that's Dawn and Vampirella, drawn by Michael Linsner, Joseph Michael Linsner. It's got to be a good comic. Haven't had a chance to read it yet, but just look at that cover. A fantastic cover there. I wasn't going to pick this up, but I saw it was only sort of like cheap on eBay, so I thought, yeah, go on, I'll give it a go. The first issue of XCOM. Don't know if I'm going to pick up the next one. It's about a guy who can tell people's emotions because they sort of like give off this aura around them, and it reminds me a bit of the Green Lantern, so like Lantern Squad, corpse and that, with the different colours, with colours sort of switched around. So you'd have sort of like green as envy, rather than green being willpower, and such. So, and then he ends up, he uses this ability that he has to make his way through life and make money and basically be a con artist. And then all of a sudden he loses that ability, and he's got to try and make it look like he actually still has that ability. Otherwise, he's gonna get dead. So I might pick up number 2. I don't know. I'll see how it goes with how comics are in October. I've got the main issue of the cover of this waiting for me at Forbidden Planet, but I just love this cover. I don't know what it was about it, but when I saw this on eBay, I was like, that's an awesome cover. It's the Vampirella number 4. So this is cover B. I think it's just a really awesome cover. It's very Lovecraftian, I think, with this like the tentacles and that, which might be what sort of like piqued my interest with the cover, because obviously I like H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos and that. So there you go. There's that, and then we have the absolutely amazing Gold Key imprint series from Dynamite. We've got Magnus Robot Fighter number 6, which is just great stuff, brilliant stuff. And then we've got Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 7, which is great. I think is this cover B? I think I got cover B for both of those actually, because I think cover A was a J. Lee cover. It looked okay, but it was a bit. This is the Bart Sears cover for Turok number 7, and then cover A for this, I can't remember who the artist was, and again it looked alright, but this one just piqued my interest, and they both cost cover price in any case, so there's no worries with having to pay extra because it's a different cover. Right, so look, comments. Have we got any more comments? Anthony Thurman. Evening, I hope you're okay, dude. Sorry, late. Have I missed anything good? Yes, you've missed loads of good stuff. But the wonderful thing about this is you can watch later on and see all the bits you missed. It was great. What else we got? Any other new comments? That's it so far. Okay then. And we're back. Oh, and we've got a cat. Pitch invasion. Hello, Purdy. You're live on Google Plus. You are. They can hear you. All right. We'll just watch the comic. What are we gonna do next? Let's do the eyes next. Eyes. Okay. IDW. Now I've stopped. The amount of comics I got from IDW has drastically dropped since they stopped doing the Doctor Who comics for them. But I actually have found 2 comics that really interest me. I would love to be able to get the Judge Dredd comics that IDW are publishing, but I just haven't got the money to get everything I want to get. But this, I had to get it because I I just have a soft spot for Judge Anderson. So this is issue 2. This is cover B, or the subscribers variant cover for Judge Dredd Anderson PSI Division number 2. So the main cover for this should be waiting for me at Forbidden Planet, hopefully, when I go and pick that up at the end of the month. But there you go, issue 2, subscribers variant cover, and it's a really good series as well so far. And then I saw this and I thought to myself, am I going to be really interested in buying this? And I saw the artwork and it was just so beautiful. It was just, and I know very little about this character. I know, if I remember right in reading, it was originally a comic strip in newspapers in America, and this is the first issue of the IDW comic. I think this is the first issue anyway. I don't know if this is, yeah, it's the first issue. It's an ongoing series, I think. It's Little Nemo Returns to Slumberland number 1. You might think, that's for kids, but seriously, it is really good. Beautifully drawn, and it's just a fun comic. And that's what comics should be. They should be fun. So, yeah, really enjoyed reading that. Image, should we do Image Comics? Yeah, okay. First up, we have the 3rd issue of Death Vigil. Great series, really good series. If you saw on the YCC channel, YCC page on Facebook, you'd have seen me put the link up to Sunstone, which is the other series done by Stefan Sayek. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Which is a bit more mature, got a lot more mature contents in it, but still beautifully drawn, great story, and this is great as well. I haven't read this issue yet, but the first 2 issues are brilliant in this. Now I showed you this issue on the last one because I accidentally picked this up at Forbidden Planet in Southampton, completely forgetting that I ordered it off of eBay, a placing space in eBay. And this is Dream Police number 4, 5, number 4. So I've got 2 copies of this. Yeah. Really great series. Still not feeling it for this series. Still not feeling it for this series. I don't know why. I just I might pick up the 3rd issue, but it's $3.50, which is about £2.50 over here. There are comics that I could be picking up other than this, but you've got Low number 2. Still not gelling with me. It's one of those ones where it's like, it's okay, but there's something about it that's just not clicking with me. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Number 3 might change my mind. I don't know. Completely other way. This is a great series. Nailbiter number 5. Awesome series. Just, oh. I cannot praise this series enough. Really good. And finally from Image Comics, another really good series. Spread number 3. First 2 issues of this was great. I haven't had a chance to read this issue, but looking forward to doing so. Really cool. Right, I'm going to crack open another cider. And once I do that, see if there's any new comments. Which I don't think there is. Really dusty throat. That's it so far for the comments. Let's refresh it again. That's it. Okay, And we're back. Right. This is the last lot of comics now, so if you're looking to be going to bed anytime soon, all you've got is just these few comics here. Right. Titan. Doing some really good stuff. Death Sentence, the 6-issue miniseries that finished a few months ago. Really good. Ordinary, which was a 3-issue miniseries. Was it 3 or 4? 3-issue miniseries about the guy that wakes up and finds out he's the only person on the whole planet that doesn't have a superpower. That one. Yes, that one. Really good series there. 2 series that I would probably get in any case, even if they weren't good. So it just so happens that the fact they are good is a good thing. It's the Doctor Who comics that they're producing at the moment, and we have got Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor, number 2. This, from what I understand, is the UK limited edition variant, limited to 1,000 copies. I don't know. It's the Previews UK exclusive cover with David Tennant on the front there, looking a bit. And then we've got number 2 for the 11th Doctor with Matt Smith, again the UK variant, looking a bit. And then you put them together and you've got that. You've got. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. So there you go. That's the UK variants, allegedly, of Doctor Who. 10 and 11, issue 2. Okay. Really good. Really enjoying this. First issue of 10 didn't really feel much like the 10th Doctor, but this one did. Definitely did. And the first issue of this, I think the first issue of this got me with the feels more than anything else, to use a modern day colloquialism. So I haven't actually had a chance to read this one yet, again because of what I've been doing today, so hopefully tomorrow I might be able to sit down for a few minutes and be able to pick up with that one. Valiant. Oh, I cannot praise Valiant Entertainment enough with the comics they're producing. This is their latest miniseries from Valiant Comics, and it is the Death-Defying Dr. Mirage number 1. There you go. Yeah, cool. And also the Death-Defying Dr. Mirage number 1 Plus Edition. The difference between, other than obviously the cover difference on there, the difference to these is this is the normal version with just the story in it. This has got 16 extra pages in it for extra dollar. And it's almost like director's commentary sort of thing in this one with the 16 extra pages. So there you go. Really cool. And then we also have Rye number 4, which is the Valiant, what do they call it? Valiant Craft Edition cover for that one. There's that. And because the main covers are just so beautiful, and this is the last issue coming out until December, with issue 5 will come out in December. But looking at the artwork inside, I don't blame them for needing a couple of months or a few months between issue 4 and issue 5 so they can catch up with the artwork and that. This is number 4 of Rye. Brilliant series. And then finally, this is the last comic I'm going to show you. We have Exo Man of War number 28, the Valiant Craft cover, and this is tied into the Armor Hunters event that's happening in Valiant. That's it. Let's have a look. Any more comments? No, that's it for comments on YouTube. Let's have a look on Google Plus. Okay, no comments on Google Plus. Let's have a look, see if there's any comments anywhere else. So I'll put this up on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus, and all over the place. Let's just have a look. I don't want anybody to miss out on being, mentioned in that. But I think, as we speak, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. One last look at that is it, Purdy, yes. That is it. One last refresh on the comment section on YouTube. Nope. Done. All gone. Yes, that's it then. I'll finish showing you what comics I've picked up over the last few weeks. I think I've got a recorded video that I've got to put up, which I'll probably do in the next couple of days and that. So there's an extra little video for you to watch. It's a tag video, which I don't usually do, but mainly because, one, I don't get tagged a lot, and two, when I do get tagged, I forget or I don't realise. So, excuse me. So yeah, so it's a tag video, which is interesting and new for me. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, feel free, if you want to subscribe. I've actually broken the 550 subscribers barrier, which I have been trying to break for about, I think it's about 3 or 4 months now. It's like fluctuated between 400. Sorry, it's been fluctuating between 545 and 550, and it's been going backwards and forwards like that. But I've actually broken the 500. I think I'm on 551 subscribers now, which is great. So thank you everybody who has subscribed to my channel. Keep on subscribing, and the best thing is I haven't actually paid for any of them either, so that's even better. Right, everything's going a bit weird here, and sort of a bit bitty and breaking up, so I'm going to start signing off now. So if you want to comment, feel free to do so in the comment section down below. I love reading comments, so if anything you want to comment on, anything that you've seen here, or just say hello, comment section down below. Always love to hear from you guys. If you like the video, one of those. If you don't like the video, then fine. But like I always say at the end of all these videos, if you didn't like the video, just say why you didn't like the video. It's the only way I'm going to make these better. Unfortunately, these don't get any bigger, so if that's what you want from one of my videos, it ain't going to happen. But other than that, I could try, but I don't think it'll work, and I don't think it'll look right as well, because I'm a bit hairy underneath this. And me in boob tubes and low crop tops doesn't really work. So yeah, that just leaves me to say thank you everybody who watched this video live. Thank you everyone who's going to watch this video when it finally goes up properly on YouTube. Love the comics that you read. Be nice to each other, no matter where you are. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, or wherever, just be nice to each other. Don't be douchebags. Be nice. And once I find the stop button, I'll see you guys hopefully soon. Ta-ta for now.